to lose control. There's a fire in my bones. My sight gets blurry, pushing back the tears. Should take a leap of faith and face my fear. I blame it on the voices that are in my head, wondering if they'll ever be put to bed. Feels like I am close to reaching my wit's
Hello
end.
YouTube, we're back. We are back for round 6 for season 18 of Amigos Racing League at the Red Bull Ring. We have 3 rounds to go, 6, 7 and 8, so we are getting near to the end of the championship here. So strap yourselves in and let's get ready for this. Kind of a quick look at the previous week's results as we do each time, this time as we do on the here we go. So it was the battle at the top, Davy Hill and Clive Bixby. If you remember, they were close, and then Clive touched a bit of the grass, I think, and had a spin, and that left Davy there free for the win. That was on the final lap. So yeah, that gives Davy that win. Clive was second, and Simon Kowalski in third again, so another good result from Simon. Then fourth, Fukin Slow, Dominic Gieser, Aaron Holloway, Nathan Cartwright, and Jan Larson, Jesper von Ringston, Daniel Christoph, Michael Simon, Oliver Jurek, John Dudley. Yes, he had a little accident and plummeted a little bit. And Chris Tedder as well. Alex North, Guy Coonahan. I mean, hats off to them all finishing the race. 7 laps of the Nordschleife, 8 laps is not easy going. That leaves us with the championship standings. Clive Bixby holding on to the top spot, but Davy Hill with that first place coming up in third. So there is 10 points that splits the top 3 as we go into these final 3 rounds of the championship. And then below them, Oliver Jurek, John Dudley, Michael Simon, Chris Tedder, only separated by 8 points as well. So the championship is shaping up quite nicely in those 2 bunches there. And we got another bunch back on 180. Aaron Holloway, Fukin Slow, Dominic Gieser, Fleming Lloyd, Aaron Sparks, and then a few others that haven't completed all of the races. So it is tonight. It is the Red Bull Ring. And the race conditions are, there's a slight chance of rain. I mean, it probably won't happen. The cars are just heading out onto track now for a 30-minute session. Be there 15 minutes for the pros, followed by 15 minutes for the pro-ams. But yeah, we're not really looking for any sort of weather to sort of come into effect here. Refueling is required, but it's not a fixed amount of time, so you can choose how much you take, and you don't need to change tires. So pit strategy could come into play here. It very well could come into play, because if you can just splash and dash and go and minimize that pit stop, that might be a winning sort of way to go with this. And so let's get ourselves out onto track and let's have a look, see how many cars we got. Oh, actually do this. And we have the race time at the top. We have the session time. Thank you for Mr. John Dudley for writing into the program and requesting that we replace that feature. So we have gone back to that as well. And see that bit in the middle? That must be the tire thing. Okay, we're dealing with a couple of technical things here at the moment. I think we just have to do something really fast. And we got rid of that thing in the middle with the tires because we're not going to be able to see them anyway. But yeah, we can see race session time now, so you don't need to rely on me to tell you how long's left. If anybody's in there, if you could just let us know that things are running nice and smooth. Oh, is that the music still on? No, we don't want music. We'll turn that down. So just a little bit on Aaron Sparks there as he comes to the, I mean, the sun looks like it's coming up here actually. So 9 p.m. I think we have a night race. Did I know it was a night race? Did you know it was a night race? I don't know. Was that on the conditions? Green flag, 10 o'clock at night. Yes. Everybody will be running in the dark tonight around here. Oh, you know what? I'm enjoying this commentating malarkey. But there's a part of me that wants to get back racing again, folks. Not going to lie on that front. Now, yes, the Red Bull Ring. Commonly, yeah, a lot of people know this track. I don't know if everyone's played Gran Turismo. But yeah, Gran Turismo, I've done plenty of laps around here. It is a popular circuit. Some people are just running around setting their initial lap times here. We've got a couple coming in, 129s for Fleming Lloyd and Sylvan Pastorius. You see the top runners pulling in. Nathan Cartwright, also 29s. Oh, lots of 29s actually. Very nice even split there across the Pro-Am category. I think Sylvan Pastorius will be looking for a good result this time actually. Gonna have a quick flick back to see those championship standings. Trying to work out on SimGrid who's a Pro-Am and who's not a Pro-Am. Fleming Lloyd. Fleming Lloyd might be leading the Pro-Am category. I think that is the case, folks, when looking at the championship standings. Fleming Lloyd and Aaron Sparks. Well, Aaron, if you're in second, mate, that's a turn up for the books, isn't it? I might have to just... Well, I'm pretty sure that's the way it looks. If anybody's watching, that livery, yes, Aaron. Yeah, I know, Chris, they got a red background. It's more on SimGrid. I'm trying to work it out on SimGrid. In the standings, because we're all in one table on SimGrid, so I think it's a little tricky to say. It does look like Fleming Lloyd is our leader. Okay, so let's get back to the racing here. We've got a few times coming in. You just concentrate on racing, Chris. It's all right. Yeah, Fleming Lloyd, there he is, our Pro-Am leader. 128.7 if you can read that. 4/10 advantage currently over Nathan Cartwright in second place. Lots in the 29s though, so a lot to play for here, really. A lot to play for. Let's go on board. Let's see who's improving. We have Matthew Ayling improving as he comes into the final corner. Half a second in the bag. Boom! Puts him out to provisional pole position in the Pro-Am category. 10th over Fleming Lloyd. Oh, hey, lively first corner. That's it. Oh, brakes, please. Careful crossing the line there, Matthew. Well, yes, folks. The first corner. The first corner is a tricky one in some regards. There's a little bump as well. And if you run out too wide, there's a big sausage curb there to greet you, which is what Matthew sort of had to deal with there, and it threw him offline. John Wilson here, a couple of tenths up. Looks like it's going to be a close run thing tonight, though, actually, between a few of these. This could be juicy. Juicy. Nicely handled there. Quite smooth on the throttle application as well for John Wilson. Somebody else who's improving. Alex North. Where's that line? Did he? Oh, I think it was just on something, a previous one. He's got to get a banker in. We've got to flip to Nathan Cartwright because he is half a second up. It is dark tonight. Are we going to see some more lights on the track? I hope so, folks. Go Tiffy from Aaron. Yeah, mate. That wall, it's just calling for you, wasn't it? Let's go say hello to Barrier. Nathan Cartwright still with this half a second in the bag. Coming up into the final sector. Approaching the final sector here. Good power out. To me, there's a good straight line through those two corners you want to be looking out for. These last two is, oh yeah, get nice and left. I like it. Use all that curb. Good cut on the inside as well. I like that driving, Nathan. And yeah, very respectable 28.9. Puts him up in the third spot. Oh, has he got a couple of tenths? I like that first corner as well. I'm going to get my likes out of the way because I know we're going to see a lot of good driving tonight. But there's not an awful lot of corners around here compared to Nordschleife for last week. So optimizing them and keeping it smooth and getting a good run in, definitely important. Nathan looks like he's here to play. Oh, and hello, we missed it, folks. Aaron Sparks. Let's see, can I jump back? I've tried to jump back because he's popped up into first position. This must be the lap he was finishing. We don't have any times on the board, but this must be it. So he had 2 more corners to go, and he has got provisional pole position for the Pro-Ams. Nice and tight on the inside there. He'd said a 28.4. Good smooth power application on the exit. I think this man has been practicing. Yeah, so that put him up to the 28.4 Pro-Am pole position at the moment. I think I jumped off just in time there. Sylvain Pastorius. He does have 4 tenths in the bag. We're just about to jump back to real time here. Yep, 4 tenths. Sylvain, yes, puts himself up into second spot with a 28.6. Aaron's holding the best time for the first sector, and Sylvain with no purple sectors there. So there is a better lap out there if anybody can chain it together tonight. 2 tenths. Aaron Sparks is holding on to that position at the moment. Nathan Cartwright, we did see earlier, had to have something. Yeah, he's 4 tenths. Oh, was that a little improvement? No, that's Jan Larson in the box. Currently sitting in 6th. Wraith. That's a name we've not said much. Or do we say Dot Wraith? Nah, I would just say Wraith. Mysterious figure that he is. Nathan Cartwright. Yeah, 3/4 tenths. Let's see how he takes this. Hugs it. Smooth. Stayed out. Could he? Oh, maybe. Oh, not 100% feeling that. Yes, Aaron. Woohoo! You have been practicing, mate. Well, you got 4 minutes to go, folks. There is 4 minutes of this session, so there's still time to get out there and have one more shot at it. Nice to have some of our racers joining in for this early part of the qualifying session. If you're tuning in and watching now. Oh, Nathan's almost, he's on your tail there, Aaron. Nathan puts himself up into second spot with a 28.5. Just over a tenth there to Aaron's time. And let's have a see. We got Matthew Ailing. He's got another 10th in his pocket. Moves him up into third spot. Very tight at the top here. Oh, there's that doozy again. Gotta watch that first corner. Not seeing many improving at the moment. 3 minutes to go. Anyone gonna get out there for another run? I think we've just got to check in. Yeah, our pole sitter is sitting in the pits at the moment. Does he think that he has done enough to hold on to this position? Let's see. Nathan Cartwright, couple of tenths down. Matthew Ailing, oh no. Had something going on there. It's getting a little darker, so the temperature might be going down, so you got to watch, keep that tire temp. Less corners favors the Americans, Aaron. What are you saying? Oh, he's throwing bants, mate. He's throwing it. He's throwing shade in the chat. Well, it's worked out for Aaron at the moment. Nathan Cartwright not going to happen on this lap. He has time for probably 2 more laps to go if he's got the tyre life for it. One man that is improving, Fleming Lloyd, our Pro-Am Championship leader. Gentle. Yes, very gentle around there. He's keeping it smooth, He's got these 2/10 at the moment. Currently sitting on a 28.7. 2/10 would put him in second spot, so it's very important now. Keeping it smooth, driving the BMW here. Oh, a little bit of lag there, maybe. Well, what was... He lost the turbo power, maybe. He didn't quite have the exit, did he? Stays in 6th position. We have a late joiner, ladies and gentlemen, I think. David Christie. He's a good battler, he is. There's plenty of runs in with him and his fast son. We haven't seen Jack for a while. Previous Amigos Racing League winner. So Fleming, can you do this? He looks like he is the only person. Daz, it's Daz Christie. Oh, of course it is. Sorry, Daz. It's been a while. I'm juggling a lot of names here. I think I'll do alright. So we'll stay on board with Fleming here. He is the only driver that is improving in the end of this Pro-Am session. Lights are coming on around the track, making it a bit easier to see, but it is quite overcast and dark now. We need to watch this final corner for Fleming as well. So, I think I'm calling that, ladies and gentlemen. So, yes, our Pro-Am pole sitter will be Aaron Sparks, followed by Nathan Cartwright in second position and Matthew Ailing in third, barely separated by just over a tenth, the three of them. In fourth spot, Sylvain Pistorius, fifth, Wraith, Fleming Lloyd, Jan Larson, John Wilson, Stephen Wilson, I will check that one. Jesper von Ringston and Alex North and Daz Christie rounding out the top 12 of the Pro-Ams. So 12 cars on track for the Pro-Ams you'll be seeing tonight. And now we hand over to the Pro category. Let's hop on board with our championship leader, currently sitting in the pits. Somebody who is not hanging around is Simon Kowalski, who is in third in the championship. He'll be looking for a good result tonight. And our second place man, Davey Hill, with that fantastic win at the Nordschleife for last week out. He had to keep it smooth, and I think he got tapped. Yeah, he got tapped by Clive, I think. It was a tiny tap into that fast bit at the back, and Clive let him through. It was still a great win. Great win. Mr. Chris Tedder. I want to know how he does the lights in his grill. I don't know where I've seen that. I quite like it there. It looks good in the dark tonight, that car, Chris. Yeah, look at that. It really looks good in the dark with those colours. As he comes onto the start-finish straight to have his first attempt on his first lap. Here we go. We're looking for anything better than a 28.4, really. I think we'll stick like this. Mr. John Dudley. Nico Hanker is joining us this week. He's a racing teammate of Clive Bixby, so he'll be one to watch tonight. Dominic Gieser impressed me out with his recovery drive. Oh boy. Unfortunate incident, first couple of corners, Nordschleife. Managed to gain like 12 positions or something like that, so definitely one to watch. Mr. Ken Slow. I think that's how we say it. I don't know. F? Yeah. Ken Slow. Something like that. Rocking that BMW. Okay, so I'm expecting to see some time start coming in any moment now, really. And Simon Kowalski will be the first at 28.5. Aaron stays in pole position for the time being. Let's see what these other pros can do. Davey Hill, his initial time is 28.7. And there, boom! Our first man, 28.3. Nico Hanka, I said he was one to watch. He's pinched that spot from Aaron. He's definitely one to watch, but it's still a competitive time, Aaron, by the looks of these things coming in now. Chris Tedder's first time is a 29.1. As we ride on board with Chris. I think that is Clive Bixby, our championship leader, up in front of him. Oh, did anybody see how far right Clive Bixby was then? Look at how far right he was. I am watching for these things, you know, folks. I am watching for these things. I'm a firm believer that we can always learn something driving around here. And I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. We'll hop on board with Simon Kowalski as he is improving with 6/10 in the bag. This should move him up nicely into first position. Boom! By half a second. Half a second. So a 27.8 with two best sectors. Nico Hanka does currently hold second spot still, but he's floating around there at the moment. I think we've got to dive back on board with Bixby. Let's see how much of this track he is going to use. I have a feeling he is going to be hanging it out on the side. This will be his first representative lap time. Oh, look, he's barely got a wheel on the white. And there, look at that. Did you see how far he was? My dudes. I'm amazed. Did you see that? Let's see where down here. So he's running, and yeah, he's gonna. Oh, and again. Nobody's running two wheels off there particularly. Bit more conservative there because that final corner, yeah, you got to watch out for track cuts. What's this going to do for Bixby? First lap, first asking. Nothing. Was it invalidated? Well, this is the risk that he will do. Okay, here's Davey Hill. Davey Hill's popped up into second spot currently. Chris Tedder third. With a quick review of the time. We can get the board up actually, can we? Yeah, there we go. So shuffling around a bit at the moment. Aaron's still holding on to fifth. Precision, Aaron, exactly, mate. And knowing how far he can put it over there. And look, Davey there as well. Oh, is that Bixby behind Davey? Yeah, they're both running it out on that side. Dominic Gieser in ninth. We're looking for some improvers. Bixby, yeah, I think his lap time. Oh, there! You saw it there, didn't you? I mean, yeah, is he... The last one must have been invalid. I'm thinking it must have been invalid. The thing is, folks, Simon Kowalski improves 27.8. No, that's still his same lap time. He's still up there. We're waiting on this, aren't we? Let's see where this puts him. First, 27.7. 10th and a half to Kowalski, actually. So Simon is on pace there. 7 minutes to go of this session remaining. Davey Hill's boxed. So, yeah, that's our first go at it. Quite a lot of drivers will come in now. They're probably running with very low fuel on those first 3 laps. You don't need much fuel around here. It's not particularly long. So they'll run out, yeah, get the tyres running, and then box, get back out there. John Dudley here. Let's see how we get on with John. See how much track he's going to abuse. Using the sausage curb there to his advantage a little bit. Currently sitting on a 28.9, which is a 16th spot actually. We have pretty much, oh wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, about 18 cars within a second of each other. This is going to be a tight one tonight by the looks of this. That's Christie in the pits. Oh yeah, that's alright, that's those guys. I think it's this one up here, isn't it? Not this one. Yeah, that's John's running that there. And here. Now here, how much off does he go? Oh, he's doing quite a lot as well. Oh, is that red? Is that invalidated? I'm not sure. 28.9 stays in 16th spot. I think that was invalidated. We will be keeping an eye on track limits, really. That will be a thing around here. 75-minute race, if I do remember. Yeah, 75 minutes. If you get 3 track warnings and then you get another one, you have to do a drive-through penalty. So, you don't want to be doing that. That is an unnecessary pit stop. Well, drive-through, basically. So, keeping those laps clean is going to be important tonight. Dominic Gieser currently with a couple of tenths in his pocket. Got no lights on. He was doing this the other day, driving with no lights on. I asked Aaron about it, I think. He said they were just having fun doing it. I suppose you can just about see enough. Somebody that's improving, Nico Hanke, with his lights on. Yeah, I'd say it's probably worth a tenth or two having your lights on, surely. So Nico Hanke is currently in 5th spot with a 28.3. 4 tenths in the pocket here. This could be a good jump up. Said he was one to watch. Oh, that could be a bit wide. That time has turned red, I think. That did not count, folks. Pushing it to the limit. To the limit. Oh, he mounted the curve a bit, but it's okay. Got away with that still. Wonder if we can see track limits on our old race control thing while we're so we can see who's had plenty of warnings. ACC needs to update its track model as well, really, for around here, because if you don't know, they have they put more gravel on the outside of some of these corners to stop people running it out and getting track warnings. I think it was the Formula One like 3 years ago or something. There was something like 150 warnings or 300 over the whole weekend or some mad number, because people were just leaving the track. And Martin Brundle always says that the track is the thing you got to stay on. It's between the white lines. That's how we define our playing field. I think is what he. Oh, Nico Hanke abandoning that lap. 2 minutes 45 seconds to go. So yeah, he knows he's got the time in hand. He's just building a gap here. Doesn't want to be too close to the car in front. Booted it. So he's got time for 2 more laps probably. He will be looking for this one. I think this is the man to watch. Let's see his track lines. Oh, yep, that's okay. This main straight here. People will be looking to pass into this corner when the race is on. the big sort of entry here, and you can stay wide or cut real tight there. But it is a big passing place. Do my eyes deceive me, Chris Tedder? Is he a second up, folks? We better hop to him. I'm not sure if that is accurate. Nothing against you, Chris. And these dudes are racing even though it's not even time to race yet. That's Bixby, Davey Hill and Chris Tedder. Simon Kowalski has time in hand. They are both running for the line as well. Bixby is on for his previous time as well. Nico Hanker here with 3/10. 4/10. Spilled him. He's approaching the final sector. Has to make sure not to go too far over on the exit. 7/10. This could be good. Yeah, he just waited a tad, didn't he? Just waited a tad just to make sure. Boom! Up in the second spot with a 1:27.8. And time for one more run at it. Our top three currently separated by less than a tenth. Clive Bixby, Nico Hanker, and Davey Hill. Quick look at the times. With identical middle sectors. Clive Bixby and Nico Hanker sharing. No, that's the final sector, isn't it? Sharing that purple sector time there with a 26.767 in the third sector. Simon Kowalski with the second sector, and Jan Larsen, yeah, he does keep that first one there. 28.7, so it is tight. It is tight. Dominic Gieser running with no lights again. Oh, bit of dirt there. Not sure if this is the one now there, Dominic. And that is the end of the session. We are just waiting for people to finish their laps now. Dan Pickles? I think I just want to call the D's Davey, don't I? I'm like, Davey, Daz, no, it's a David. No, Dave, no, D. I'm right. I'm talking to myself again. It's a Monday night. So strap in, folks. 2.5 minutes to go just while we're finishing this here. We do have Clive Bixby on a time, but I think he's a couple of tenths down, so I think he might be considering abandoning it. Yeah, looks like he's abandoned that run. So at the very top, and you can't see right on screen now, is Clive Bixby. Then Nico Hanker in second place, followed by Simon Kowalski, Davey Hill, Chris Tedder, Dominic Gieser, FK Slow, and then our pro-am pole sitter, Aaron Sparks in 8th spot. 9th, Oliver Jewig, Nathan Cartwright rounding out the top 10. Matthew Wading in 11th, Sylvan Pistorius 12th, Ray 13th, Fleming Lloyd 14th, Dan Pickles currently 15th and moves up a spot to go into 14th. Nicely done. Fleming Lloyd, Aaron Holloway, Jan Larsen, Antonio Gianzalella, John Dudley in 19th, Duds. Okay. John Wilson, Simon Wilson, Jesper Von Ringston, Alex North, and Daz Christie rounding out our 24 cars. So right, we have a few minutes now. So have some music and we'll be back shortly.
Mi nombre por tu ciudad. Baby, sigue que lo escuché el vecino de atrás. Let's hop and crash. Y si preguntan la que hay, she want it, I got it, y acabo de fixar. Let's go to class. De partidita al solitario. You're not all around, yeah, yeah. Eso que tiene duplicado, yeah, yeah. Muévemelo para el otro lado, yeah, yeah. Huye, baja que se amontone. Tranquilo, suéltame los botones. Oh no, otro cero. Ruge bien si lo meto un aguacero. BBM, very big monetero. Quieren dinero, fundiendo cobre la que hay, ay, 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 ay. Que no anda a correr la que hay, ay, 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 ay. Ey, fundiendo cobre la que
Right then, folks, we are back. We are back. Just a few seconds countdown now. So you see on screen, let's get on screen our starting order and let's get to it, yeah? Lights are on. Everyone will have locked in their starting position point. Aaron's channeling the goatee fee. Let's bring down the music. We're trying Joey's helicopter cam on the start to try and get a where is it? Oh, I'm not sure. We'll have to see if this will work. Yeah. So I have control of the camera. Get ready. Clive Bixby. Onto the start finish straight. This first corner is going to be feisty, I reckon. Here we go, here we go, here we go! Look out for the green.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Let's go, let's go. 24 cars into the first corner. Nicely spread. We got a couple behind David Hill and Simon Kowalski on the inside. Looks clean. Oh, David Hill got a slight tap. But we're okay, we're okay. Looks like most people are through okay. We hop on board with the helicam. Hopping backwards, see if we can see anything. Spreading out nicely. Into that first corner. Chris Tedder holding the inside line. That's Nico Hankert. Oh, on the outside. I'm just clicking around a little at the moment. See what we can pick up. It's not a little battle, is it there? Oh, Chris Tedder. Oh, he was trying to get down the inside of Dominic Gieser into that corner. Looks like our leaders have settled down a little bit. Yeah, everyone's driving nicely at the moment. Nothing too crazy happening, I think. Nathan Cartwright there having a little look on there, inside there. Still Angelello a little bit further back. He's he's got a 15-second penalty. Maybe he hasn't served one from a previous race. Oh no, where's Aaron Sparks? 24th. He started so well. Looks like everyone's completing their first lap. Chris Tedder's gonna, oh yes. Holding the inside. Oh, Mr. Efken slowed too deep there. Plenty of runoff at the first corner there, so it's not terrible as we see him rejoining in the background. Chris Tedder making that position stick, putting himself up into 5th spot. Defends the inside a little bit. Oh, but there's a tap from Hanker. Oh, there's a collision. Oh no. Oh, there's damage all around. We'll have to hop back and see how that's happened. There was a right old ding-dong, wasn't it? We are 24 seconds back in time here. I'm trying to find... it was Tedder. So it's behind Tedder here. Hanker. Bam. Bam. Wraith. Oh, lots of cars caught up in that. Lots of cars caught up in that. And we're back at full speed racing. So, how much damage did that cause to anybody? There is a required pit stop and you don't necessarily need to take tires, so people could come in sooner rather than later maybe. Looks like Silvan Pistorius there, fighting for position as well. And Holloway in that Porsche, making some moves up into 10th. And we have Dominic Gieser in the pits. Maybe sustained too much damage. Oh, nice move there. Tati Angelella in that Ferrari. Yeah, well, he's got those 15 seconds for a reason. He must have been doing something well at some point or other. Cars looking good with all their lights on, aren't they? Oh, that's at the top of the hill. Said that was going to be a place to make some moves. Looks like a few people are making moves there. That's Wraith taking FK slow. Defends the inside massively. Oh, but we have a little knocker behind. Oh, it's Dan Pickles. He got spun round. We'll hop back, see how that transpired. We're on board with Dan Pickles here right now in that McLaren. Comes into this corner. Oh, he looks okay at the moment. Oh, but clips FK slow and ends up facing the barrier. Nowhere to go. That's him at the back, I'm afraid. Dominic Gieser has left the pits. And let's jump to the front because what we have is Mr. Nico Hanke on the tail of Clive Bixby. Oh, a little hot that time, Nico. Clive does have that 10-second penalty for coming second in the last race. And Davey Hill with the 15 seconds there as well, which you'll also see. But Nico is keeping Clive honest here. And a few seconds behind them, Davey. But if we're on board with Davey, look who's behind him. That's Simon Kowalski. Less than a second behind him. He'll be looking at this stage for sort of areas where he thinks he's faster or slower than the car in front. You sort of watch the guy, sort of learn what's going on. Oh, a few things jumped around them. Davey Hill there as well. Okay, yeah. Can I see? Oh, Davey, that was a bit wild there, mate. Simon's on his tail here. Less than 2/10 behind. This could be one for the move. Where are you going to attempt this one, Simon? Hey? Oh, I've got to sneeze. Looking for those errors as well. Will the car in front make an error? John Wilson making a spot up into 20th. Okay, some of the cars start to settle into a bit of a rhythm. 75-minute race here. Minute and a half. What are we saying? 50 laps? It sounds like quite a lot. Terrible at the maths when it comes to this bit for some reason. Minute and a half. How many seconds? How many seconds in 75 minutes? 75 times 60. Yeah, a lot. Must be an easier way to work it out, isn't it? Clive Bixby has extended the gap a little bit to Nico Hanke now, holding it at 1.2. Oh, a little wide there from Davey again. Simon can smell blood, I think. I think he's hunting down his prey. Speaking of prey, D'Angelo just got past this Pistorius. Let's hop back and see how that's transpired. Two red Ferraris here going at it. As we look at it now. Oh, I think they're just real super tight, aren't they? Running nose to tail pretty much. Sylvan has a little look. but not the best exit. The 55 car was Sylvain, and there in front of that other Ferrari is Antonio Delangelella. Our big movers and shakers after this opening period is Delangelella, who is up 8 positions into 10th. Oliver Dewey, Nathan Carr, and Matthew Ailing also gaining 3. Aaron Sparks, Dan Pickles, and Dominic Geese are unfortunately the ones involved in those early incidents, I think. Oh. Okay. This does look to be where the battles are happening in the mid-pack. Nathan Cartwright and Oliver Dewey here, though. Will Oliver give it up? He sticks to the outside. That was the top of the hill and gets a good exit. Nathan maybe looks to have a look on the inside here. Oh, no, not this time. Not this time. And after getting past Pistorius, Angelella now hunting down Aaron Holloway. I can't see people's track limits, but we will be able to see if there are issues, I think. Simon Kowalski lost half a second there to Davey Hill on that lap. Davey finding his rhythm now. Still going to have him in his mirrors though. Yeah, there he is. Those lights in your mirrors, not particularly ideal. Davey's trying to keep it cool and calm, I think, really. Best plan. See, this is Nathan Cartwright and Oliver Dewey again. I think that was Sylvain Pistorius just getting past Wraith. Nah, they're still at it. Let's hop back and see how this one got started. This is Wraith on the back of Pistorius. Oh, from deep. Sticks it down the inside. Leaves him just enough room. Now alongside him. And it's a drag race into this corner. Oh, we're going to hop back to real time. Ah, well, Pistorius didn't quite make that one happen. Now he's got Mr. Ken Slow behind him for company. And if I show you the times, it's very small and very hard to read this, isn't it? But everybody's running quite close together here. Delangelella's had a problem out of the final corner. Oh, we had a 15 seconds. Okay, well, he's into the last 2 corners here, I think. Oh, he's very wide there. And again, and on the grass, and into the barrier. Running it a bit heavy, a bit leery. Dirty tyres and all that might have had an effect on that one. Nathan Cartwright and Oliver Dewey still fighting hard. John Dudley here on Simon Wilson. Stephen? Simon? Let me check. Stephen Wilson, not Simon Wilson. Apologies, Stephen. My brother's name's Stephen as well. Shout out to my brother. But yeah, these guys here, 16th, 17th. Oh, what's this? Angelella has boxed. He has boxed. He has boxed. Too much damage probably on that car to be able to continue. That's Christie on track in the Audi in 15th spot. That's John Dudley in the yellow car on the outside. How much would Stephen Wilson fight this? Nice clean move by John. Bit wide on the exit. Gonna have to keep an eye on these track limits, folks. This is the two Wilsons. Are they brothers? Maybe they are. Oh, wow. Ah, we see that one there? The line. Green car. Had the racing line. Kept it a bit more instead. Hopping on board with Ken Slow. Trying to make the move on Pistorius. Whoa. Aggressive bit of defending there. He's on the dirty side of the track. Sylvan takes the racing line. Nice. Well, stern defense, but yeah, we'd probably say that's alright, eh? Now Mr. Ken Slow with that bad exit has got Jan Larsen for company. 2 BMWs? No, Jan in the Aston? Yeah. And as we look back up to the front, Simon Kowalski still very much with Davy Hill. Last lap's out were 29s. Clive Bixby and Nico Hanker out front. A couple of tenths, but a couple of seconds between them. Clive does have that 10 seconds and Davy, so yeah, the big winner here could be Nico Hanker. I should have put some money on it. I could have put some money on it. Could I? I don't know. Oh, we have a mover. Is that a mover? Jan Larsen, I think there might have had an issue as he was tailing Mr. Ken Slow. Let's hop on board with Daz Christie. Let's go for a lap round here. Just a little wiggle on the exit, so nothing too bad. Quite a lot of power in that Bentley though. People call it the boat. Move down the gears nice and early there. Good exit again from the Bentley again though, eh? Yeah, that straight line speed that Bentley does looks tricky. Nice, I like that line there, I like that line. But yeah, Jan Larsen. Oh, we got a couple of red lap times on the board there. That could be track limits. Used all of the track. Let's hop on board with Ken Slow. Good defense once again by Sylvain Pastorius. He knows where to put that car. Bit hard to call when people will be boxing this week with this no tires required thing, I think. I mean, currently we've had 2 pitters, Dominic Gieser and John Dudley. Not sure about why John Dudley. Yeah, interesting. Damage. Yep. John Dudley was in the pit stop for 2 minutes. They must have had quite a lot of damage. I'm lucky, John. Caught up in that first corner madness, maybe. Well, not first corner. Third corner? BMW power coming into play again. Oh, they're rubbing again. I suppose a little door tap's not terrible, but at the light flash from Ken. Yeah. Stern defense, very stern defense. We do have stewards here at Amigos Racing League, so any contact will be investigated after the race. And penalties can be dished out. Speaking of penalties, as we are just in this sort of mid stage of the race now, I'm going to have a quick look at the penalties from last week. Just see what we can see what was dished out. So there were not that many contacts. 17 contacts at the Nordschleife last week. Bit of a sandwich early on there. I think that was that first spin. 999. 999. That's Chris Tedder. And yes, 535. Ah, F. Kenslow is a boxer. Comes into the pits. Let's get back out there. Simon Kowalski and Davey Hill still, yeah, just 1 second between them. Clive Bixby is starting to build a bit more of a gap now on Nico Hanker. Last laps out were 28.5s. Simon and Chris and Davey were around the 29 mark. Simon taking that wide line out to cut in. Yeah, no one's too worried about that sausage curb, are they, actually? Car 999. Triple 9 is Chris Tedder. Antonio D'Angelella. Fortunately, spun Aaron Sparks off last time out of the Nordschleife on the first lap and got a double penalty. And a few more standard penalties. 70, 99, 11. Okay, so that was some of the penalties from last time out. Simon's still making inroads there. We got Aaron Holloway here, channeling that Go Tiffy spirit in the Williams-inspired livery. On the tail of Oliver Jewig. I think somebody's in the box. Yeah, Wraith has boxed. Wraith has boxed. So that's roughly 4 or 5 cars that have chosen to pit so far. 6 cars actually. Wraith currently in the box. Might have sustained damage. We didn't see that one. Allowed a few to catch up there. Aaron on Oliver. Aaron looking pretty quick there. Where are you gonna try this one though? Where are you gonna try it? Will Oliver make a mistake? I think Oliver's an experienced driver as well, running that same livery as Clive Biskey and Nick Hanker. Bixby. Into the final 2 corners here. Aaron is tight onto the main start finish straight. Maybe a little more slipstream. As it doesn't. Oh, he's going to try and get him on the brakes. Nicely done, Aaron. Nicely done. Nice clean pass there. Chris Tedder is in the box, folks. Was running in 5th spot, I think. And I know we keep talking about it, but yeah, Simon and Davey. Simon a little bit closer now. They are running pretty similar lap times. Davey can pull one out of the bag here and there, but yeah, Simon running consistent. 29.3, 29.2, something like that. 17 laps of this race has happened already. Simon, well, we're just, yeah, what do we think, folks? Is Davey going to make a mistake, or is Simon going to find that extra little bit just to get right up behind him? Just wants to get that little bit nearer behind him, really. We'll come back, because developing nicely. This is Stephen Wilson, John Wilson, and Daz Christie as well. There's Daz Christie joining the party. Stephen Wilson in that lime green Porsche. Yeah, fresh and yellow. Lime green. Hard to tell in the dark, innit? Very close, these 4 though, really. Good wide line. Entry. Gotta be quite close to benefit from the slipstream on a set of course competition. I think 3/4 tenths, 3 tenths. Okay, they look pretty steady there. Simon, he is. Oh, he's just there or thereabouts, isn't he, folks? There or thereabouts. Let's see what times he's on. 29 dead. So yeah, if he can get that delta low, can keep that delta low. plus 3/10. That'd be on his best, so that's 28.9. That's okay. Not quite though. These guys are close together though. Get ready for a bit of this, I think. Have to start thinking about making a move on the brakes into one of these at some point. Oh, right on his tail. Exit out of there is super important. Oh, that's John Wilson on Stephen Wilson. Jan Larson in front. Oh, Stephen's going to want to make this pass, yeah. Oh, he's trying the inside, trying the inside. Inside becomes the outside though. And John's arrived as well. Oh, a little tentative there maybe. And he's quite wide. Oh, that's Christie. Opportunistic. Fabulous. Simon Wilson loses 2 positions there. An unfortunate sort of wide in the last couple of corners, but you know he's quick. I think he's going to want to get those back immediately, isn't he? Watch out, Daz. Oh, yeah, he pounced. Yeah. Daz was a little... he left a lot of space there, didn't he? Left the door open a little bit. He's fighting back now, though. He's so offline there. If you're not on the racing line for this one here as well, it's a tricky one to pass there. Pretty high speed, this one. That lime green's looking great in the dark. Speaking of looking great in the dark, where's Chris Tedder gone? He came back out in 9th, having boxed already. He is our highest person to have boxed already. So Chris Tedder could be on for a good result here when the others box. Just needs to keep it together and keep it running. Okay, well, yeah, are people going to change tyres? There's a question for you as well. If you change tyres on this, it's about 28 seconds stationary or something like that. 30 seconds stationary. Is it 30? I think it's 30 seconds actually stationary to change the tyres. Now that's not mandatory this week, so some people boxing, they might have started the race with loads of fuel. Then they'll just put a little bit in near the end. Some people might have started less fuel and add a bit more. And the tyres, yeah, how are the tyres? I think the tyres are going to last. Looks like John is setting up a move here on Jan Larson. Aston Martin versus Bentley. Oh, he's a bit left and right there, wasn't he? Those wiggles are going to cost you. Bentley power on the straight again, though. And here comes Steven. He wants his positions back. Oh, it's a bit wide, John. Yep. He's going to go all the way around the outside. He's attempting it. He's attempting it. He's left the track. Oh, not sure. He left the track there. That's a bit cheeky. I wonder if he got a track cut for that as well. You'd think he would. What does it say on the back of the thing? I don't know. On his wing it says something. Well, he's made those 2 positions back up again, Stephen. Back onto Jan Larsen. Simon still here on Davy Hill. 40 minutes in. Coming up to the halfway point of the race, folks. And yeah, Simon has just stuck with Davy. Lost a few tenths that last time out, so just over a second gap now. Here's our running order then as we start to approach the halfway mark. Clive Bixby with a 10-second penalty, success penalty that will be applied at the pit stop. Backwards is Nico Hanke, currently 5 seconds to Clive. So if they did box now, Nico would come out in front and inherit the race lead. Davy Hill with that 15-second success penalty as well for winning the race at last time out of the Nordschleife. And as you can see, Simon Kowalski is with Davy Hill. So Simon's only got 5 seconds. So when these two stop, Simon will overtake Davy. And if I look backwards, that looks like, well, Nathan Cartwright is running well in the Ford Mustang. Currently our leading Pro-Am driver, Nathan Cartwright. About 15 seconds behind Simon. So David, Simon, he'll have to box. Aaron hasn't boxed yet either. I think Davy's going to be okay for 4th. I think he's going to be okay for 4th, but yeah, success penalties will come into play for Bixby and Hill. I'm willing you on, Simon. You could do it. Dobja, Dobja. He's from Poland, Simon Kowalski. Do have an international field of drivers here on Amigos Racing League. People from all around the world. When we look at the results and the outcome, you can see their nationalities. And there is a good spread. Yeah. So Simon might be losing a bit of tyre life now. Starting to consider maybe hitting those pits. Has been a night race tonight though, so the sun has not really baked the track or anything, so it might be okay. We're on board here with Aaron Holloway in the shredded wheat car. Oh, we had a mover. John Wilson. Oh, and Stevens coming back at him immediately. Uh-oh. Bit of a wobble. Let's hop back, see how that happened. Nice drag race. Oh, yes. John losing the rear on the final corner there briefly. That's Christie wanting back in on the action. That's one of the things around here, folks. One little slip up, and you're battling somebody else, aren't they? I just had to have a drink. Thirsty work, this malarkey. Okay, so Matt Ayling. Let's see, anybody else who's been in the box? No, Chris Tedder is our leading driver who has pitted and is still in 9th spot. Bixby and Hanker gap floating around 5 seconds. Kowalski still on Davy Hill. 26 laps in. Oh, that was my phone. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 battles currently on track at the moment. And our leader pits. Bixby is in the pits as well as Hanker. Bixby will be serving that extra 15 seconds. So inheriting the lead is Davy Hill. Simon Kowalski still for company as they battle it out at the front. Do not look at the thing on the left. Davy Hill and Simon Kowalski racing for the lead. Bixby still in the pits. Had to serve that 15 seconds. Hanker is exiting the box now. Looks like he's sitting in about 9th spot. Well, can Davy keep Simon behind him? Can he do it? Whoa, that was a bit close. Was that a touch? Gonna hop back and have a look. Kowalski, bonk. It was a touch, but oh, great save by Davy though. Great save. And we're back up to racing speed. Car was a bit sideways on Davy there, but yeah, another great save. Maybe Simon's tyres starting to feel it a bit. Really sent it in deep then as well. Maybe he knows this is for the lead. We had another boxer. Jan Larsson also dived into the pits. And Clive Bixby is back on track in 11th spot. Nico Hanker 9th. We'll be looking to them to make some moves through the pack. Have to keep an eye on Simon. Aaron Holloway and Nathan Cartwright still fighting it out here. Currently 3rd and 4th on track, having not pitted yet. Bixby's made short work of Fleming Lloyd, moves himself up into 10th. Matthew Ayling on Oliver Jurek here. Yeah, we're looking at Nico Hanker and Kai Bixby coming up on Pistorius at some point. Kowalski's close. Kowalski's close. Is he gonna make it stick? Davy's on the brakes. Oh, he was very respectful. He didn't need to send it in deep there. Very respectful, Davy. Live to fight another day. Don't want to take him out. Aaron Holloway hits the pits. We really are starting to see the drivers cycle through their one mandatory pit stop. That was the one. Simon Kowalski currently running in the lead. Davey Hill for company. Well done, Simon. Good driving. Now, can he extend the gap a bit? Last lap out was 29s from the pair of them at the front, so we want to get back to those 29s. Is Davey going to have a look? Oh, it's tempting. Nah, not now. Oh, that's Oliver Jewig in the box. Back on board, Davey. Didn't send it down the inside on this occasion, but is looking for that good exit. Sylvain Pistorius has been passed by Nico Hanke. Bit of traffic in front for our leader. Oh, a bit lively from Davey there. How kind is the traffic going to be? Nicely done, Aaron. Thank you for lifting. Oh, a bit wide. Yeah, a little squirrely, but both of them sort of affected by the same thing there. It's hard to call, folks. Who's your money on? These two haven't boxed yet. Davey will have that success penalty. Chris Tedder currently sitting in 5th. Oh, bit deep, Davey. Yeah, Chris Tedder, 36 seconds to the leader. Maybe Chris Tedder. Chris Tedder could be on for a top 5 sort of finishing position here. Do his championship fight the world a good as Christie heads into the pits. Here's Clive. See how he gets past Pistorius. Sticks the racing line. Bit of damage on a Pistorius car there by the looks of things. Clive gonna not here. Oh, Pistorius very kindly allows a little bit of a gap. Lets him through. And that frees Clive to head on down the road after Hanke. 4 seconds to Hanke. Could catch him, but that's definitely a challenge now. These two yet to pit at the front. Nathan Cartwright is in the box, as well as Chris Tedder for a second time. Ah, must have been damage early on. Oh well, Chris. I was hoping you could go to the end, bro. Okay, so Nathan Cartwright as well. A few more cycling through their pit stops. We await to see these three at the front when they will box. That's Simon Kowalski, Davey Hill and Matthew Ayling who have yet to pit. Oh, there goes Simon. Might be going for an undercut. Gets it stopped nicely. Oh, yeah, maybe a tad early, but I'm being picky there. I'm being picky. We don't want to lose too much. So he will be stationary for that 5 seconds. Matthew Aileen looking to be taking the pit entry lane. Yes. Following him in. 25 minutes to go of this race to get those new boots on. If they're changing tyres, that is. That is a question. Okay, Jesper van Ringston here with Dominic Gieser. Dan Pickles behind. Lap down on him. Jesper in 10th. Matthew Ailing's also in the box as well. Has Silver box? No. Oh, somebody took the wide line there. That does Christie. Bit of a wide line, mate. Here comes Simon exiting the pits now. Davey is already off and down the road. He looks to have clear track there. Yep, nice clear track for Simon, so he can just get his head down. Do some fast laps now. Davey Hill still to box at some point. Is that my imagination or a rain noise? Maybe. Davey Hill heads into the box. Okay, folks. This is it. Sylvan Pistorius and Aaron Sparks yet to pit. All the others have. Nico Hanker on the road. Get the map again. So we got a couple of stationary blobs. Nico Hanker's boxing? He's pitting again, folks. He's pitting again. I'm not sure. Maybe it was damaged. That first one, like with Chris. No. I'm not sure why Nico's pitting for a second time. But also in his Pistorius. So Kowalski. He's approaching the start-finish straight. Davey Hill is still stationary. And Simon Kowalski takes the lead of the race. Simon Kowalski takes the lead of the race. And David Hill is just leaving the pits now. So it does look like that success penalty might be the undoing of Davey's chance there, but still in second spot. Very respectable. Clive Bixby in 9th. Oh, 7th. Aaron and Pistorius do box finally. They were the final people to box. So everybody has served one mandatory pit stop. And we have quite the running order now, folks. This settled down? Yes. So, with 21 minutes and 54 seconds remaining of the race, we have a new leader. Simon Kowalski currently sitting in that first position. Davey Hill 10 seconds behind Simon, partially due to a success penalty applied in the box. Followed by Nathan Cartwright in 3rd spot. Our leading Pro-Am driver. Quite the drive from him tonight so far. Then Matthew Ailing, also Pro-Am, sitting in 4th. Nice solid drive. Don't think he's been up to too much. Chris Tedder, even with that second pit stop, still in 5th spot. So must be doing something right there, Chris. Must be. Our early race leaders were Nico Hanker and Clive Bixby, but they both had no, Nico didn't. But it seems that they were caught in a bit of traffic, I think, and maybe didn't quite make up as much time as they would have hoped after their pit stops. Clive Bixby, our championship leader, in 7th spot. With somebody for company. That's Jan Larsen. He wanting to unlap himself. It is raining, folks. Can you see the spray on the road? I can see spray on the road. We did have a 15% chance of rain. And there is spray on the road. So for 20 minutes now, it's going to have to be a case of who can survive the rain. How bad does it look inside? Driving on board here with our leader. Little shiny. He does have the windscreen wipers on. Track does look quite dry though. Like, we're not seeing... Oh, someone's had a drive-through. Dan Pickles probably for track cuts would be my best guess. "20 minutes driving in the rain." Now, we should probably talk about rain driving. Let me have a drink. Because what have these guys been doing around here? All night. What have they been doing? Driving on the curbs. Driving on the paint. And what do you want to do when it's wet? Don't drive on the paint. Don't drive on the curbs particularly. There lies danger. So we're probably seeing a little adjustment of line here. We'll see what Clive does. Yeah, not sticking it out there so much. Still running a respectable time though. But definite spray. Not running it out wide there. This might be one where Clive has to settle for a position lower than first. Because we've had some good driving from some other folks. Speaking of good driving, and Holloway chasing down Oliver Jurek. Spray is getting in his face in the car now. And Dominic Geese says somebody's gone wide. That was Jesper van Ringston or Fleming Lloyd. That'll happen though with some wet track. Aaron might consider a move here into the first corner. What do we think of Oliver's braking into the first corner? It's okay. But he's got a good lead here. And he's in the slipstream, nice and tight. Yeah, I like it, I like it. Oh, Oliver's got the legs. Has to leave him space. Very fair, very nice. Gonna fight it back though. Aaron's sitting in the middle of the track there a bit. Nothing wrong though. And it looks to be a nice clean pass and he keeps it. Jumping on board with Chris Tedder. Chris got some experience on this game, so sim, apologies. It is a sim. This ain't no game, folks. This ain't no game. Oh, this weather's got to have made it spicy for everybody. Surely it's not wet weather tires, I don't think. I don't think so. Okay. Oh! Oh! Go on, Chris. Yeah, Matt was a bit hot into that corner. We'll have another quick look at that. Oh, it was just a tidy line from Chris on the inside, and Matt on that paint. Had to be a little bit careful. I think Matt's still in the fight here. Because that's Nico Hanke. He wants his podium, baby. Baby. Give him my podium. He wants his podium. Nico Hanke pulls out. Oh, it looks down the inside, but it's not quite going to be the one on this corner. Sticking tight, though. We do know Nico does have pace round here. Oh! Oh, a little cheeky push there, wasn't it? You guys, a little cheeky there, wasn't it, Matthew? Matt. I mean, you were giving him plenty of space. Does make it past, though. In the background there, that car arriving, that's Clive Bigsby. So Matt Ayling will have Clive Bigsby in a few laps' time. Clive with 4 seconds just behind Matthew. We'll hop on board with our leader to see how he is coping with this wet weather. Darren Christie in front. Currently a lap down, but Simon with a 8-9 second gap backwards. Most cars doing a 134, yeah, 134.8 there from Simon, which is good. 35s and 36s from cars behind. Be aware that it was 129s people were doing when it was dry, so they're 6 seconds a lap slower with this weather that is blown in. We have 13 minutes left of the race. Everybody's pit. This is it, folks. This is the run to the end now. A little light flash. Well, yeah, you are getting blue flag there, Daz. This rain does look like it's sticking around. Oh, it's okay. We'll take that one. Oh, Bixby. He did him already. How did he manage that? Oh, I think Matt had a little off. Yeah, Matt had a little off there. On the first corner. It does look like this rain is coming down a bit heavier now. Yeah, okay, so this is Hanke on Tedder. Chris Tedder's currently sitting in 4th spot. He did a 35.1 last time round, so that's a respectable time from Chris Tedder. Gonna have to keep running those. Let's have a quick look at the championship just while we're keeping an eye on these guys. Because if Simon Kowalski wins tonight and Clive Bixby finishes, what would we say, 5th maybe? Bixby would have to pull it out of the bag to get higher than 5th maybe. Well, there's time yet, 11 minutes. 4 seconds behind Hanke. Yeah, we need to see if Hanke can get Tedder. But I reckon if Simon wins, he'll be in the lead of the championship. Davey here will be following him. 6 points currently behind Simon. And could Davey leapfrog Clive? Maybe. Maybe. Simon definitely just looking to kind of keep it nice and clean now. Let's not get any commentators curse on Simon. Doing well, mate. Keep it together. 35-0 last time round. Nice time, nice time. Oh, and here is Hanker on Tedder. Coming down the main start, finish straight. There's a hint of a slide on that one there, I think, in a way. But that's okay. That's the edge of adhesion, as they say. Can Hanker find a way past Chris Tedder in these final 10 minutes? This is for 4th and 5th position. I think the rain is going to stay till the end now. Car getting a bit squirrely on the exit there. For Nico Hanker. Not afraid to push it there though. I'm wondering, is this going to happen? Into the last 2 corners. Chris using all of the road there. Up this main drag here. 4 laps to go? 5 laps to go? I like Chris's wing. See what it says there? Just push. Nico's reading that. Oh! Oh, the steward. Nico's waiting. Nico's waiting. This is dangerous. Who's joining the party? That's Clive Bixby. Oh, we're getting quite a good view of it from here, aren't we? So Clive is now on Chris. There was a little touch, wasn't there, I think? And Nico tried to wait. Chris, you got him on your tail now, brother. It's a Clive Bixby sandwich. He's the filling. Oh no, Chris! Oh, he kept it together. He lost it on the exit. Oh, let's see how that looked from Chris's perspective. He's a bit... The grass! He hit the grass! He hit the grass. Okay, well, he's managed to get it going again. Oh, no, he's okay. Don't worry. Yeah, Chris is 6th spot now. And Clive, after that action, is sitting in 4th. So, yeah, it was a little tangle. Little tangle of Hanker, Bixby, and Tedder there. Bixby came off the winner, really, didn't he? Got to be there to pick up the pieces, though. That's what George Russell says. It's worked for him a few times. Is the track drying? No, still wet, still wet. We've got to talk about somebody quick, actually, you know. Nathan Cartwright. Our leading Pro-Am driver. My only person driving the Ford Mustang. I think if I'm remembering rightly, he had a few tangles in the first few races. But he looks to have driven a pretty solid race here, sitting in third on the road, mixing it with the pros. That's off to you, Nathan. Maybe this was a Mustang track? No, I think he had pace. Just needed to find that, thread the needle. Thread the needle. And he's got Clive Bixby 3 seconds behind him at the moment. Can Nathan hold on to this podium position? That's probably a big question. Is that Nathan in front? I think that's Nathan in front. Can Bixby get another podium? It is still wet. Okay, folks. Well, it's 2.2 seconds. The gap between Cartwright and Bixby at the moment. We have a couple of other little battles occurring down the grid. Aaron Holloway here, sitting in 8th position. He wants that 7th spot off Matthew Aiden, I think. Only 3.5 minutes to go of this race. That's 2-3 laps, really. Not long, not long. Oh, don't do it, Taylor. Oh, he's all right. He did get a wheel on the grass. 35.3. So Aaron does have the pace on Matt here. Couple of laps to go. He's just going to have to find the gap, though. Find a way past. Clive Bixby now within 1.2 seconds of Nathan Cartwright. Oh, last time round, Nathan Cartwright is lap 35.3. Clive Bixby at 34 dead. Nathan a little wide there as well. This is the podium, brother. Oh, and while we've hopped on board here, Aaron Holloway did find a way past. He did. Clive Bixby now within half a second of Nathan Cartwright. Two laps to go, Nathan. Find a way. They're on the start-finish straight. That looked like a pretty clean exit from Nathan. I think he got about 2 laps to go. Oh, Clive's having a look. Got the drag on him. Makes it clean. Clean turn in. That's the podium there for Clive. Good work to get up from 7th. Well, no, he was in 10th spot not too long ago, I think. Adapted well to these changing conditions. Somebody else that wants a piece of pie. Sylvain Pastorius on Oliver Chewick there. 1 minute to go. Not long now. Not seeing too many other movers and shakers around there.
Alright, man. The leader is on the final lap.
Final lap. Like the guy says, time for a final push. I'm attempting to get a final snap of the finishing positions again. Let's hop on board with our race leader, Simon Kowalski. He sat behind Davy Hill for 40 minutes. Something like that. It was something like 40 minutes, I think, folks. Bided his time. Managed to get past. And it's going to be a good win for him for it. He comes into the final sector for the final time. Flashing his lights. It's a win for Simon Kowalski. Fantastic win, mate. That should put him up first in the championship from what I can tell. The fireworks are going off. We've got one summer. This is Pistorius and Jewig. And while we're here, Nico Hanker on Nathan Cartwright into the final corner. Can Nathan hold him off? Yes, he can. Nathan maintains that 4th position. Oh, something's happening with Pistorius here. I think there might have been a little bit of a slip and slide there. And Dominic Gieser as well. Oh, what's going on? That's Stephen Wilson. We're not going to hop back, folks. There's somebody else getting past. What's Dominic Gieser been managed here? Up in the 12th spot. Something happening behind with Simon Wilson as well. Stephen Wilson. Into the final 2 corners. And over the line. Not too many left now to finish, folks. Good racing. One incident early on, wasn't there? But some good racing. So, on the right-hand side there are our finishing positions. Simon Kowalski. Put the tunes up a little bit. Simon Kowalski taking the win. Taking the win. And yes, Davy Hill in 2nd position. Clive Bisbee getting that podium with the fastest lap as well. Nathan Cartwright, the highest Pro-Am finisher. Followed by Nico Hanker, Chris Tedder, Aaron Holloway, Matthew Ailing, Oliver Jewig, and rounding out the top 10, Sylvain Pistorius. Wow, deep breaths. 2 rounds to go. This was round 6. So next time, round 7, we will be. Oh, I should have checked this earlier. Let's see. Where will we be? We need to know where we're going to be next week, don't we? Snetterton, 65 minutes. Then the season finale, Massano, 90 minutes. Join me again next week. Tune in. And if you haven't already, get racing. It's good for you. Yeah. Nice one.